Today we are going to be looking at some of our grade 12 content, and what is very key or what is important which we are going to be looking today is we are going to be examining our proportionality theorem, right? So now we are going to understand first in terms of what is proportionality theorem, or rather what does proportionality theorem state, right? Now, according to the definition, now it states that now a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle cuts the other in proportion, which means now this line, if it's drawn parallel to this other side of a triangle, it's therefore going to cut these two sides in proportion. So that's what the theorem of proportionality state. So now we are required to prove here, we are required to prove that your dp, which is this, is going to be equals to your PE. Similarly, your dq is also going to be equals to your QF, or rather it's going to be in proportion with your QF. So now what is the first thing that we are required to do when we are proving such a theorem? So the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to provide some construction, right? So you're going to construct, for example, you are going to start by firstly providing a construction of your perpendicular height. So which means you are going to say, okay, here you can name this side your side K, and also you name this side, let's say your side H. So which means the first thing that you're going to do, you are then going to construct these perpendicular heights. So in this triangle DPQ, you're going to construct your perpendicular height H. Similarly, you're going to come in this side and you're going to construct your perpendicular height, which is your height K. Okay, so which means you're going to come also here and mention that what is the first thing that you have done here. You're going to say you're going to construct your height, or rather your height K, or you're going to construct your perpendicular height K in what is this line, in DP, Similarly, you're then going to construct your perpendicular height H in your DQ. So you're also going to construct your perpendicular height H in your DQ. So this is the first thing that you're going to do, which means you construct these heights, and then after you're then going to join these two altitudes or these 2 points. You're going to join your EQ. Similarly, you also join your PF. So you then also going to join your PF, which means what you're going to do is you're going to now say, now you join your PF, and what else are you then going to join? You are also going to join your EQ. So now these are going to be the most important constructions which you are required to do. Now let's then now examine this triangle. So now you are then going to examine in terms of what is your area of your DPQ. So now you're going to say, now what is therefore going to be your area? You're now going to look at your area. You say, now what is going to be your area of this triangle DPQ? So your area of triangle D, P, and Q, you're going to examine that area. So now you understand that from our area formula of a triangle, it's going to be half, and what is going to be your base? It's going to be half base. But in this case, if you are looking at this triangle, you see that your base now is going to be your DP. So which means your base is going to be your DP multiplied by what is therefore going to be a height. Your height is going to be this one, the perpendicular height that was constructed, which is going to be your height your height K. Right? So similarly now, if you then you look at in triangle PQE or PEQ. Now, can you see that this is, if you may allow me to say, Let's say now you are having this weakly drawn triangle like this, a weakly drawn triangle like this. Isn't it that when you are looking for your height, you are then going to construct it perpendicular here? Isn't it so? Right? So now if you look at this triangle PEQ, for you to have your height, isn't it that this is going to be your height K? So your height on that is going to be your height K. So therefore, which means now if you are looking in your area of your triangle, what? Your triangle PEQ, your triangle PEQ is going to be equals to half also multiplied by what is going to be your base here. What is going to be your base? Your base is going to be equals to your PE. Base is going to be equals to your PE, and what is going to be your height now? Just like I said, if this was your triangle PEQ, which means now it was going to have what? Your height K. So which means this is going to be your height K. After you found out your area of your triangle PEQ, then what you're then going to do, you're going to say now, if you then take this your triangle DPQ, which is equals to half multiplied by DP multiplied by K, you divide both of these triangles. Now what is it that you're going to have? If you are dividing these triangles, look, can you see that if you say now you want to divide both of these triangles, can you see that your half and your half are going to cancel? Your K and your K are going to cancel, which means then you're going to be left with your what? With your DP over your PE, which means now this is the first thing that you're going to be left with, which means your area of triangle DPQ divided by area of triangle PEQ is going to be equals to DP over PE. Now similarly, now we are going to also go back now and look at these other triangles. Now if you are now looking, let's say now we are looking at your area, let's say now you are looking at your area of which triangle? You say now you are still looking at this triangle, your DQP, right? The area of triangle DQP, to find out in terms of what is it going to be its area. So the area is going to be half. However, now the base is going to be equals to what? Your base is going to be your DQ. Your DQ is going to be your base, which means it's going to be multiplied by your DQ. Multiplied by what is going to be the height. The height of this side is going to be now your height H, which means this is going to multiply by your height H. Similarly, now if you are looking at your area, so now you look at your area of triangle. Now you are looking in the same side. Now you want to find out in terms of how is the proportion of the side versus this other side. You're looking at your triangle PQF or QFP, any way you want to call it, right? So you'd say you look at your triangle PQF, it's going to be equals to what is going to be the base now. Can you see that this triangle PQF is going to be the same as the weakly drawn triangle of this other side? So which means similarly it's going to be 1 over 2 multiplied by its base. It's going to be indeed your QF multiplied by your perpendicular height, which means if it's PQF, its height is going to be this one, because it's also look at this way, so which means it's going to have your height H. And now if you then divide these two triangles, you can see that even here the half and half are going to cancel, the H and H are going to cancel, which means you're going to be left with your DQ over your what? Your QF. Your DQ over your QF. This is what you're going to be left with. Now, however, now let's say now we move along. We say now, but the area of your triangle the area of your triangle FPQ. Can you see that? But now, if you look at your area of PFQ, your area of this your area of triangle PFQ or PQF, isn't it that it's going to be the same as your area of your triangle EQF or PQF, your area of your triangle. Let's say we call it PQE, which means now if you look at the area of this triangle, similarly with the area of this triangle, can you see that the area of these triangles are going to be the same? Why are they going to be the same? Remember, firstly, all of them, let me write this with a color, all of them are going to share the same base here. Can you see that all of them are sharing the same base here, your base PQ, which means your reason is going to be now, firstly, they share the same base, and what is that same base? It's your base PQ. It's your base PQ. And also now, what else can you say? Can you see that both of these triangles, your PQE and also your PQF, these two triangles are found between the same parallel line, right? So which means they are between the same parallel lines, so therefore if they are between the same parallel lines, which means therefore automatically these two triangles are going to be the same. Or what we can also say, let's say you have constructed your height here. Your height, let's say your height was constructed in the side. Can you see that they were actually going to have the same height, right? So you can actually say now they are going to have your same heights because your height was also going to be found between the same parallel lines, and therefore if the height is found between the same parallel lines, therefore which means the height is going to be the same altogether. So that's the reason now we are saying these the area of this triangle and the area of this triangle are equal because they are found they are having the same base and they are found between the same parallel lines. Now after you have then done in that way, now you can go along and now provide a conclusion. Now what is therefore going to be a conclusion? Now you can conclude that actually now this means now your DQ, which means your DQ, because you're required to prove that your DP over PE. You can say now therefore your DP over, which means you are using this proportionality, DP over your P over your PE is going to be equals to what? Is indeed going to be equals to your DQ, your DQ over your over your QF. Why is it so? Because which means if these two sides are in proportion, and therefore these angles are the same, and all these lines therefore are going to be in proportion, then you have proven your proportionality theorem in that fashion.